a big place to explore with lots of different people and cultures and food and things like volcanoes and beaches and churches and history. Some of these places are totally cool, and I can't wait to go. Some of them, I'm glad I've done a little bit of research before I just start flying around the globe. So we like to do this game called Spin the Globe, and that's where we get random countries. We pop up, some of them we've never heard of, and we just do a little book report on it. So get ready for Spin the Globe on this week's The Brighter Side.
Yeah, baby. That's
Yay.
nice. Also, before we get started, I want to say happy birthday.
It's my birthday in 2 days.
Well, when people are listening to this, it is your actual birthday.
It is my birthday.
Oh, wait, no. This is coming out
next week after.
Oh, so this comes out a week after your birthday.
Oh, so if I die on my birthday, this will be like a haunting memorial.
Oh, yes. If you die on your birthday, yeah, this will be a haunting memorial. But you could die any day.
You could. I guess I could die any day, and you could rewatch these and be like, oh no, she jumped off a cliff.
Yeah, that's the best part of recording ahead. You know, we'll still have something, even if you die for at least a week.
That's right. And no cliffs in my future.
Yeah. Unless you go to Grenada. But we're not talking about that just yet. We're talking about our couple of countries. I got Grenada and Burundi, and you have El Salvador and Panama.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, how's your life? How you doing?
All right, so if you're just tuning in, we had to cut a whole thing out.
Yeah,
because I thought it'd be funny to reveal a personal thing about me, and then Ed read it to a T, and he was like, "Don't do that." So I blocked somebody.
Yes.
But welcome to the show, everybody.
Hell yeah. Know that you missed some fun shit, but no one needs to know these secrets.
No one needs to know. I'm embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. We all,
I'm a single gal. It's hard out there.
You're hitting the streets.
Yes.
Yes. You're a very trustworthy person.
I need to stop trusting people because, I'm just kind of like, yeah, why would you lie?
Yeah.
And people lie.
Everyone lies. Everyone lies, especially when you're just meeting people.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
They could just be like, yeah, I'm the CEO of entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm the CEO of air. And I'd be like, okay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Don't you? I don't think that having a sexy conversation with someone before you've met them in person is a healthy way to start a relationship.
Right. I was having a sexy conversation with people. Yeah. I haven't met them in person.
Personal preference.
You got it.
Yes.
Well, but you're married and I'm not.
Yeah, it's that's got nothing to do with it. I just happened to meet a wonderful woman very young, and I'm lucky.
Yeah, and she is a wonderful woman.
I think that me getting married is pure luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're a great guy. You deserve
I'm
to
a
be
great
married.
guy, but I've met a lot of I dated a lot of I guess what's the proper word?
Fun ladies.
Yeah. Two fun ladies.
Too fun.
Yeah. And then now I'm happy being chained up.
By a redhead. Who wouldn't want that?
Yeah, but chained up by, that meaning I tour the world and have a great time. And
of course.
A wonderful life with lots of dogs.
Well, this is nice. I saw a movie, Lady Snowblood.
What was that?
That's Quentin Tarantino ripped it off for Kill Bill.
Oh,
yeah,
I've never seen that before.
It's kind of shot for shot. A little wild. Adam and I were talking about it.
Nice. But
it's great. It's free on Tubi. I only watch Tubi. I refuse to pay people money to watch
Tubi is where it's at.
It's great.
I'm just starting to realize how cool Tubi is.
They even have their own wrestling team, like the Tubi wrestling team.
They really?
Yeah.
I never knew. I don't know anything about that.
And they're great. They're silly. It's like a WWE competition, but it feels like honestly, they're paying them.
There is free entertainment this day and age is so important.
Like right now, this is free. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, though.
Yeah, subscribe. You can watch us on the YouTube. Hi, if you're doing that. And if you're just listening, I was waving at the camera. That's what I was doing there. Yeah.
That's right. It is interesting going because we've been doing just audio for over a decade, and now they're bringing the cameras in. I got to put lipstick on.
Nice.
For this, which is fine.
That's great. I think it's good. You dress nice usually anyway.
I dress nice. I'm wearing something a little casual today because after this, Natalie's going to teach me a dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and hopefully I'm going to learn it for my birthday and show it to everybody.
Oh, you're going to put on want to dance for us at your birthday party? That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm excited. I'm going to come early to your party, and then I'm going to guest host your show.
You are.
With Julie. I've turned her into a monster. I got Julie doing stand-up, and like,
she's great.
It's your birthday, but it's also my anniversary. And Julie's like, I got to do time. I have these jokes I got to try out. I need to get on stage. And I'm like, I've created a fucking monster. It's our anniversary. If I said that to you, I'd be killed.
Well, it sounds like she's a stand-up.
Yeah.
That's what an actual stand-up would do. On your anniversary? Yeah, sorry, babe, I got to go do a show.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We're hosting your show. I'm missing part of your party.
That's okay.
So Julie can run time.
Well, you're keeping the show going, which is good. That's very important.
No, it's going to be great. I'm very excited. We have some fun guests on, and then I'll come back and party with you some more. Basically, I'll be gone for an hour.
That's it.
Isn't that nice?
Start at 4 o'clock. I'm going to have, it's an Aloha themed party. Wear a luau shirt.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm going to do a pig in a crock pot, pulled pork.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Amber.
Yeah. I got like little skirts and leis.
I'll bring some Hawaiian beer.
Please.
I'll bring some Kona beers.
Please.
I love that Kona longboard.
All right.
Ooh, it's getting popular. When I was over there, I went to the Kona Brewery. Lovely time. Lovely place next to a chocolate factory. I had a wonderful time.
You went to a chocolate. Did you slip in?
Oh, does he give me the chocolates? I put on my German voice for him. Oh, they make me so happy with the chocolates.
Yeah, you were the biggest baby in Florida. You would have been that kid that fell in.
Oh my God, I definitely would have. I love that shit. Imagine just like as a child. Obviously now I wouldn't do it, but in a heartbeat, I would have put my head in a giant gallon of chocolate milk. Just tried to drink all of it from the inside. I feel like a gallon of milk always makes you puke, but I feel like I could have taken down 3 gallons of chocolate milk. That shit made me feel strong.
It did. Something about chocolate milk. It feels better for you.
I haven't touched it in like a decade because I know that if I did, I would just get addicted again and start drinking it all the goddamn time.
Oh, just like
it really almost fucked my whole life up.
Really?
Oh, chocolate milk's very addicting. And if you're out there and you could just have a little bit of chocolate milk and keep on moving, good for you. I'm proud of you. Your life's great. Me, I'm a horse.
You know, some people think chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for them.
And they can vote.
They can vote.
And they should.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Vote for the cow.
I bet there's got to be a country somewhere that has like a dog as a president. You know what I mean? Just
there's
some
a couple
bullshit
dog
town.
mayors and cat mayors and stuff like that. I'm always down for that.
Yeah.
Imagine living in a town that nice.
A dog is your mayor.
You gotta worry. You got so little problems that you make a dog the mayor.
Oh, they have like a paper boy like going on route all the time.
Oh God, I love a paper boy.
Can you imagine if like you committed the one crime in a town where your dog's a mayor and you have to like go before a judge? And it's just the dog.
And the dog just fucks you to death.
With this little red rocket.
All right. So Panama.
Yeah. I keep thinking about what I said that we cut, but you're never going to know.
You're never going to know.
You're never going to know.
Afterwards.
We'll talk about it afterwards. I have a problem. And that problem is penis.
Yeah.
I haven't had sex in so long. If I gave birth, it would be with Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's been so long. And then like something comes along and I'm like, ooh, maybe. And then Ed's just like, hey, here are the facts that he's
2 to 3 dates. I mean, you do whatever you want. You're your own woman, but at least screen them for one date. And if they don't want to see you again, then they would have ruined your life if you kept dating them.
I mean, it's even hard for me to get one date.
Yeah. So
if I'm being honest. So I'm going to die alone. Panama.
I'll tell you what, I not by judging the comments, people love you.
Yeah.
People want some Amber.
Okay.
You know, I just think you're looking in the wrong places.
You know what? I should stop looking under rocks if I want to find a bird.
That's right. That's a great way to look at it. Keep remembering that.
Yeah. I just made that shit up. Look
I like
at me.
it. Yeah.
All right. Panama. So this is perfect. So like, I don't know if you've listened to another episode we had where I wanted to go to Rwanda because it has like beautiful nature and hills and like tours where I can go see gorillas and like interesting people that live there. But it's a lot of money. I got to get a lot of vaccines. And there's like, I'd have to get a lot of like tour guides. It would just be very, very, very expensive. But
also, I was looking up earlier because the other country I'm talking about is right next to Rwanda. You really should. I was going to talk to you about this later, but since you brought it up,
Don't go.
Please don't go to Rwanda.
Also, the Democratic Republic of Congo, they're having some problems right now, and that's right next to Rwanda.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be a bad idea for me to go, especially like alone. I don't know.
Yes.
But Panama, it's still expensive. It's not like some like very cheap South American destination, but because there is a port that was built in the early 1900s in between North America and South America. So instead of these boats filled with the goods that you want to get, instead of them going all the way around the tip of South America, they can just go right through. And it's apparently the Panama Canal is like built in the early 1900s, like a feat of ingenuity.
Yeah, no, it's one of the coolest things in the world.
Have you seen it?
No, I've never seen it. My father, like, specifically, like, took business in Panama just because he wanted to see it.
Yeah?
Because it really, like, the Panama Canal changed the world. It's one of the big things. It's, like, up there with, like, I don't know, soap. You know,
Really? And like the printing press.
Yeah, because it helped everything. You didn't have to go all the way around South America anymore. You can cut right through the middle. So it kind of changed everything. It opened up the entire world.
Wow. Who thought of that? I mean, I should have researched this. Who did?
It's an American. I believe it was American. Lots of people died making it.
Yeah, I think like 300 of Americans died. That's just Americans.
Yeah. It was a big deal.
Because what do you do? Just like get a shovel.
A bunch of shovels.
Get a shovel and go. Better make it work. Panama's really funny because we remember when you did Panama City, Florida. So for a stand-up, and I was going to open for you. I did, but I texted my roommates. I was like, I don't know, should I do Panama City because I just got back from seeing my mom, and I'm going to be gone longer. And they were like, yes, go. Oh my God, I've always wanted to go. And I was like, you know what? Okay. And then I go to Panama City, Florida, and I was like, here I am. And they're like, wait, you're not in South America? And I was like, no, I'm in Florida.
I'll tell you what, I'd much rather go to Panama than Panama City, Florida.
Yes. Sorry, it took me a second. So my brain is always like Florida, but no, Panama City. It's great. And like, I think to fly down is about 6.5 hours, so it's not as bad. Yeah. Definitely better than Rwanda as far as like flight time.
Of course.
I can get a hotel. I can get like a Red Roof Inn for like $80. Or for $200 a night.
Ooh, a nice resort in the middle of the jungle.
A resort in the middle of the jungle with its own little swimming pool. They're probably going
to
fish animals out of it every day, but it's gorgeous. It's got jungles. It's got beaches.
What's the name of the resort? Do you know?
The Gamboa Forest Reserve.
The Gamboa Forest Reserve?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Look at
I'll check that out.
Look at that. Check it out. You and Julie should go there.
I would totally go down to Panama.
Oh,
it's not high. It's a level 2 travel advisory, so that's a go.
That's a go.
Yeah, level 2 is good. Anything 2 or 1's good.
It's very safe.
Yeah.
It's definitely like you go there with a lover. I wouldn't want to go alone. I would go alone to like Mexico City.
Yeah.
But there's downtown areas where that's very walkable. So I would probably, if I were going alone, I'd stay there and then like take day trips out to the jungle.
Yeah.
And then get this, Ed, you know how I wanted to do like all this like, all right, whatever. I can go on all these like tours. I can go on like a monkey sloth jungle tour.
Oh, there's lots of sloths down there.
Horseback riding through the cloud forest. Like,
that's beautiful.
Get out. If I were to go, I would stay downtown, walk everywhere, go early in the morning for some coffee because it gets pretty hot. I hear the hikes, you're supposed to go early in the morning.
Yeah.
And then like, fuck it. I'd go like on a jungle tour for like, I looked like $50.
Yeah, no, people take you out. There's all kinds of take you out in the Jeep and they bring you in the jungle. They find you all the panthers and all the monkeys and stuff like that. You sloths.
I love it. And there's this thing called, let me look it up, but there's, whenever you have something only for that place, endemish, it's a word that means a species of plant or animal only lives in that area.
Oh, cool.
Endemish, Endemish. And they have a lot. They got like fucking the 3-toed sloth, this little lizard guy. Like, look at this pygmy 3-toed sloth. Yeah, I want to go see that.
So it's tiny. So it's a tiny sloth.
There's a guy holding it, and it's like probably the size of maybe 3 baked potatoes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I love sloths. They're one of the best. But, I think it's best that if you want to go see sloths, you go see them where they're from. Because they're not supposed to be up here. We had that recent sloth holocaust in Orlando.
Right. They all killed themselves, right?
Well, no, the cold killed them.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was under 40 degrees, and that just kills sloths.
Brighter side, at least it's cold and not heat. Because if it's hot, they blow up and ooze everywhere.
Well, they love the heat, the sloths. They need the heat.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they live in the heat. If it's not hot, they die.
If it's not hot, they die.
Yeah,
all right, well, that's that. It's not cheap. Probably the same amount as you would spend in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
The locals get mad when you associate them with Colombia or Costa Rica, I guess because rivalry. So it's kind of like if I went to Mississippi and I was like, oh, I'm comparing you guys to Louisiana. They'd be really mad.
Yeah, well, it's also a totally different continent.
Totally different thing, yeah.
Yeah, because Panama is the bottom of Central America, which is technically part of North America.
Yeah.
And it's the last country before you get to South America.
And Colombia is the first one. So they'd be mad at that.
Yeah.
If you use the toilet and you wipe yourself, put the rag, toilet paper in the trash can.
Really?
Don't throw it in the toilet. I guess it's because of plumbing.
Bad plumbing over there?
Yeah. Make sure you wear a lot of sunscreen because it's very close to the equator.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You have to make sure you have $500 in your bank account before you can enter. They'll check.
Oh, really?
I guess just to make sure you don't bum around.
And get stranded and become homeless in Panama. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, they made $500 at least. And
just so you can leave.
Yeah, just so you can, exactly. And a passport that's at least 6 months before it's expired.
Of course. Yeah. That's, you need that before, just to leave the country.
Right.
Well, America. I don't know how everyone else is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Germany was like that. And my friend Sashir, she went to France and she got to the airport, paid for everything, the hotel flight, and they're like, no, your passport expires in 3 months. And she's like, what do you mean? I have 3 months.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
But they tell you go fuck.
When you get to be an adult, kids that are listening, I know all these teenagers that are listening, when you get to be an adult, there's a lot of things you're going to see that are like, this is fucked up and makes no sense.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of eat shit and take it.
I think that kind of makes sense in a way because, they don't want you getting stranded there.
Right.
They don't want you, like some people go for more than 3 months. And then what? Or something happens. You got to stay. You get sick.
You get sick, go to the hospital, and you
then
can't leave.
all of a sudden you're in France and you don't have a passport to get back home. And then, then they're just dealing with you.
You know what? That does make sense.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. If you can live down there, it's considered a sweet spot if you make $3,000 a month.
Okay.
So if you make $3,000 a month and you want to go down there, perfect. It's the only city with a UNESCO World Heritage Site named a city of gastronomy. Because the restaurants are so good. The UNESCO World Heritage Site was like, we're naming this city of gastronomy. It's like supposed to be better than because we have like San Francisco, New Orleans. It's got like this Africa, Caribbean food. It's supposed to be incredible. Mm-hmm. This might be perfect for me. If I get a lover, I'd go in the jungle. I'd stay in the jungle in the resort. If I'm by myself, I would go stay in the inner city and walk around.
Okay.
And it's very safe. Level 2 advisory. I'm coming for you.
You're going down there. Whenever I go on a vacation somewhere, I like to do a couple days here, a couple days there.
Yeah.
I say do both. Do the city and the jungle. And it's Panama. You want to make sure you see the beach.
You're right.
And you got to see the canal, even if it is just for 20 minutes. You got to look at that fucking thing.
You got to do it.
It's change the world.
I think I would go because there's a restaurant right by the canal where they have like seating up on the roof or like on a spinny thing at the top. Mm-hmm. I'd go get lunch there.
The 7 wonders of the world? Mm-hmm. The Panama Canal is one of the 7 man-made wonders of the world.
Really? Yeah, what are some of the others?
The pyramids, that stuff like that. But Panama Canal is very important. Yeah.
I love this. Well, Panama, I love you.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great.
Yeah, you're not just Jack,
All right, what you got, Ed?
Oh, the first place I looked at is somewhere that's actually very close to Panama. It's Grenada. It is a small island country in the Southern Caribbean. It's very close to South America. It's very small, but it still falls under the Commonwealth, which means it is under the rule of King Charles III still. Obviously, it was the Queen, but then so it is still one of the few Commonwealth countries that still exist. Yes, they do have their own prime minister and all that, but King Charles is like the head of everything, which is very weird to me.
Interesting. So the king still rules over there.
Yeah, still rules. There's lots of different commonwealths around the world.
Okay.
And there's some places like I believe Jamaica's still a commonwealth, stuff like that.
So it could be like us if we didn't have 1776.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
So to get in the mood for Grenada, I listened to a wonderful compilation called Grenadan Communist Music.
Okay.
The group on Spotify is just called Grenada because they were a little lazy and didn't find and list the artists.
Right.
And I could tell it was a bunch of different artists because I was just listening to it and each song was a little different. So it's definitely a compilation. It has a helicopter landing on the cover.
Interesting. Now I have a question.
Sure.
And this might be really dumb. Can you be a communist country under a commonwealth? I don't think so.
No.
Unless this is a group of communists.
They're not a communist country.
Okay.
They're not, but that's just the name of the compilation.
Okay.
Because they had an uprising, which I'm going to get into in just a moment.
Oh, you're doing all history. I like it.
So I'm pretty sure it's just a compilation. Nevertheless, it's great. Please give it a listen. Now, Grenada is famous in America for getting invaded by us and a collection of other countries and was swiftly defeated. We invaded against the will of the UN. And the Queen was like not cool with us invading Grenada, especially because we gave her not that much notice at all. And she was like public facing. She was like, oh, I'm glad they're doing this. But like she was actually yelling at Reagan the whole time.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't want to get too deep into this. So here's just like a quick sum up of the Grenada skirmish with America.
Okay.
Just because like if I really wanted to dive into it, it could totally be like a 2-part last podcast series. We're not doing that. But here I feel like I can't even talk about Grenada without mentioning any of this. So the then Prime Minister of Grenada, Maurice Bishop, was placed under house arrest, which led to his execution. The coup that was led by the People's Revolutionary Government, they took control. And then Reagan was like, yo, this shit don't work. You can't just fucking kill Maurice Bishop. We like him. And plus, there's about 600 American students on the island. And Ronnie was like, yo, I can't have a repeat of Iran. You know, because when he became president, we were still dealing with the hostages in Iran because Jimmy Carter couldn't get the hostages back from Iran. And so as soon as Reagan became president that day, because they knew Reagan was just going to bomb the shit out of them, they gave us our hostages back.
Interesting. Is that when Iran had the Ayatollah or before?
I don't know all those details. I'm not, that's Iran. I studied Grenada. So basically he didn't want a repeat of that. And so he was just like, fuck it, I'm going in there. And he just sent a bunch of people down there on October 25th, 1983. He sent thousands of American soldiers down there to fight Grenada. And then immediately Cuba joined in. And they're like, we're on Grenada's side. And then we had half of Grenada on our side. And then also like Jamaica and a couple other countries joined in and helped us. But for the most part, it was us versus Grenada, the people's, what were they called? The People's Revolutionary Government side of Grenada and Cuba were the ones fighting us.
Oh my God. Can you imagine like fighting the United States and like all these other big countries?
Especially back then.
Yeah.
We were just like, we showed up. We're sending in SEAL Team 6. We're sending in fucking helicopters and we're just blowing up all their infrastructure. Anything that they had that was military, we just destroyed it.
Really?
Yeah. The whole skirmish lasted 8 days. The U.S. won pretty easily, but not without problems. As soon as Cuba joined up, it became more difficult. We deployed SEAL Team 6 on the first day and did not go well. 4 members were just straight up lost in sea. Like they did like 4 members of our SEAL Team 6 back then. This is this is the early 80s. And so, but like we just lost 4 members of our most powerful SEAL team.
Do you think they drowned or do you think they got them?
I think they drowned. I think because it was rough waters, it was raining, and some people reported that they saw bodies and a boat crashed on the beach. But because of the skirmish, it was total chaos down there.
So now there's like 2 dudes that are like, it's SEAL Team 2.
Well, yeah,
right now.
I don't think there's only 6 people of them. I think that's just the name.
Is that? Let me know. Let me know, chat.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. They're just called SEAL Team 6.
Okay.
I don't think it's just
up.
6 members of them.
Let me let Google laugh at me for a second.
Sure, no problem. We also during that first day when we didn't really know what we were doing in the skirmish.
It's 2,000 people.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, we accidentally bombed a mental facility on the first day because we didn't know what was what. And then when it was all said and done, we had 8,000 troops down there. We lost 19 lives. Cubans lost 25 and 45 Grenadan military were killed, and 24 civilian casualties. Of course, that includes the 18 that we killed at the mental hospital. We mainly were just there to destroy all of their military equipment. Now, the students that we were going there to save, the reason that we were there, the 600 students, they were like, when they got back, they were like, at no time did we feel unsafe. No one needed to save us. And the UN was super mad at Reagan. In fact, they voted 108-9 and called it a flagrant violation of international law. So basically, the UN was like, "You're bad. Do you bad, Reagan? Don't do that.
You can't
Don't do that again."
They weren't
but
just
that was all
bombing
they
people.
did.
Really?
Yeah, there were no real
slap on the wrist.
It was basically a
after
slap
they
on the
killed
wrist.
And killing mental patients. It's not like they can go run somewhere and defend themselves. They don't have weapons and they're kind of confined to a room.
Yeah, and also the numbers I said are like the official numbers. Who knows what actually
It's 3
fucking
times
happened?
more. Yeah.
Also back in America, we were not happy about this invasion. We did not want it to happen. 50,000 people protested in DC and hit the streets. That included Bernie Sanders and Jesse Jackson.
Interesting.
Back then, Bernie was out there telling us not to go to war with small countries, even back in the day. So shout out to my boy Bernie. Grenadans, on the other hand, they're pretty positive about the U.S. invasion. They now even refer to October 25th as Thanksgiving Day, and because we stopped their evil government, we stopped them from the uprising, which would have made Grenada a lot worse. But it's just like, should we get involved? Should we not get involved? Type of deal. Personally, I believe Reagan used this as a test of our military taking over a smaller nation, serving as practice when they invaded Nicaragua. Not far after that to kidnap Noriega, which is very similar to the Venezuelan action that we just did.
It feels like there's a lot of repeats in history.
It's all repeats.
It's all repeats. It's just like learning and there's always powers that be. It's just like, all right, what did we get away with there? Okay, let's see what we can do here.
Yeah. So that's just like a brief overview of that skirmish. I feel like if I didn't bring it up, you were like, how do you not even talk about our little war with them?
Right.
Because it's such a small island country. I can't believe we even went to war with any small island country.
I feel like a lot of those aren't being taught in history, because history's a lot.
Yeah.
But you don't want to tell people that there's been uprisings against the U.S. government because we're the big winners and we've only fought huge countries, not you as a little person that can just stand up with a gun and go for it.
Yeah. But it wasn't even like they weren't even against us. We just went there. Like I said, I believe Reagan used Grenada as practice.
Yeah.
And to see what his military could do. That's what I believe. But that's me being an asshole with my own brain. Grenada now, much better place. Very safe. Also, level 2. Please go visit.
Let's go.
Enjoy Grenada. It is 84% Afro-Caribbean from basically black people from slave descent. 13% is mixed, 2% Indian, and 2% other, aka really tan white people. And so go out there. There are a lot of French people there. There's a lot of English people there and some Americans. But for the most part, it's black. It is a beautiful culture.
Really?
The music's good. Like I said, they have carnival season, which is much, which seems like it is a blast.
I want to go to carnival in Brazil.
Yeah.
But this looks like it because Brazil's a little more dangerous depending on where you go. But this would be like a better carnival, right?
There is more. Yes. This the one you're going to want to go to. There is lots of festivals in Grenada, but the one that looks like the most fun is called Spice Moss, and that is in every August. This year it's going to be from August 1st to August 11th. So if you get a chance and you're thinking of a last minute trip to Grenada, that'd be a good time to do it. It will be very hot because it is August and it is basically on the equator.
Like 120?
I mean, who knows?
110. Is it hotter than Phoenix? Because that was the hottest shit I've ever seen.
Well, it's a jungle, so it's a whole different monster.
It's like wet hot.
Yeah.
I'd rather wet hot than dry hot.
Yeah, you'd think. But go there. It's a lot of fun for that. I totally suggest doing carnival. Another thing that I would do is check this out. They have sculptures under the ocean. So it's like an art exhibit under the water that is like slowly becoming like coral reef as well. It's very cool. It's part of the Molinare Bessenjour Marine Protected Area. It is gorgeous. It's something cool. You can do a glass bottom boat. If you're a trained scuba diver, that's obviously the better way to do it. I would do a glass bottom boat because I'm scared of scuba diving and I don't know how to do it. I'm not a good swimmer. But it is really cool. Adam, scroll through these. These are just
something haunting about statues in the ocean.
Oh yeah, there's ones called the Lost Correspondent, which is someone just trying to like use a typewriter at a desk, which is such it is, and they're basically what's wonderful about these is they're not just art. It is coral. It becomes coral reef.
I love it. They must have had to like get a certain kind of metal.
Yeah.
So it's not going to poison the ocean.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
Look
just
at this.
Yeah. No, it's gorgeous. I would totally do this.
Do you think people 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now, are going to swim down, find this, and be like, these were actual people?
As long as like all pictures left, then they would not know what was happening. But 100 years from now, I hope they still know what this is.
Right.
That's
Who
not too
knows?
long from now. And then 1,000 years from now, I don't know if it'll still be there.
I don't think we'll even be speaking this language even 100 years from now, let alone
Really?
1,000. No.
Oh, I think we definitely will.
Because you go back in English, I couldn't even understand people 200 years ago.
But I mean, if you read the stuff, it reads word. People still understand Shakespeare.
Right.
That's 500 years ago.
You're right.
Yeah, I think 100 for sure. 1,000, we'll see. So anyway, Grenada is 133 square miles. It's very small. All right. They have 114,000 people. Now, when I say 133 square miles, to like just wrap your head around that, Rhode Island is our smallest state. And Rhode Island is 1,034 square miles. So Grenada's fucking small as shit. It is pretty safe, but I won't be visiting because it is illegal to be gay, punishable with prison. That being said, it still receives an 89 out of 100 in the freedom ratings. But I guess the freedom ratings people don't care about LGBTQ rights. Their main export is nutmeg. So
I love nutmeg. It's really good in your mashed potatoes.
It's very Dutch India Trading Company of them.
Yeah.
It's very, but that's also why they call it spice moss. There's a lot of spices going in and out of there, which, obviously spice moss just translates to more spices. They also export bananas, chocolate, and fish. Tourism, though, is where they make most of their money. They're pretty good about educating their people. They have a very high literacy rate of 98.6%. So most people in Grenada can read.
Wow.
As opposed to America, which is at 79%. So, as far as per person goes, their education's better.
So if you can't read in Grenada, they're like, get a load of this fucking guy.
Yeah, no.
What are you, gay?
Put him in prison. And also, the one place that looked very interesting to me, now it's like somewhere you would go to forget about everything. Like the main island of Grenada, that's where you would that's where the carnival is and all that stuff. But there's another place called Keruku. Keruku, Carricou, and I did the old Google sound out. So Keruku is where I would like to go. It's a small island right next to Grenada.
Ooh.
You could fly to Grenada's main airport, the Maurice Bishop International. They named it after the guy who was murdered in the coup. And you said, "Oh, you've been murdered. We're going to name our airport after you." You fly into Maurice Bishop International, and then you could take a small flight to Larson Airport on Keruku, or there are boats that go between as well. So that's fine. Hillsborough is the only significant town to stay in Keruku. It's tiny, it's rustic. There isn't much to do. For more adventurous people, there's homes to rent all over the island. The beaches, they're gorgeous, but they're there's no infrastructure, unfortunately.
Oh, so if you have to go to the bathroom, you go in the ocean?
No, I mean, there's toilets, but I'm saying there's only a handful of restaurants.
Right. If you want a sandwich, you bring it yourself.
Yeah, there is no bringing it yourself either. You're on this tiny island, so it's just you have to there's just no big grocery store. You got to go to all little markets and stuff like that. So it is if you're looking for a food journey, I don't suggest this.
It's just you eat what we have.
It is peace. There is nothing to do in Keruku.
Can you smoke weed? Is weed legal?
I didn't check if weed was legal. If you don't,
I'll look that up. I'll look it up right now. And flights are about $1,000.
Yeah, and then
19 hours from LAX.
Yes. Now, is that going to take you all the way to Keruku, or is that going to take you just to Grenada?
Just to Grenada.
Oh, okay, cool. Because then you'll have to get a second flight to Keruku or get on a ferry. You can walk around Hillsborough proper. There are a couple bars. There are a couple restaurants. The food looked all right. I saw a tourist video of someone walking around. They seemed like they were having a good time. If you're looking for a club scene, this ain't your shit.
Right.
You
It's
know,
mostly just beach and peace. And it looks like it's decriminalized.
Decriminalized. So it's great. Smoke that weed. That's wonderful. Have
Love
a great time. Also, this is where you go to just stare at the ocean.
Right.
Bring your Bluetooth speaker. Hope for the best. Things to do in Keruku, not as great as they used to be. The museum closed. It was damaged by a hurricane, and then it got termites. So
it got termites?
Bye-bye to that. And then there was a botanical garden, but people say don't expect much there either. Why go to a botanical garden when the whole fucking place is a beautiful garden? But in Grenada proper, there's a way more things to do. One thing that looks awesome is all the waterfalls. All the waterfalls, there's just so many waterfalls everywhere. You can climb them. You can stare at them. You can go underneath them. It's beautiful. There's small hills and mountains that lead to gorgeous, gorgeous views, and you can climb them. But I would say I'd go to Grenada. Not high on my list. Probably rather go to Panama, to be honest with you. But it's totally okay to go there. And if you want to go get away from it all, Keruku, baby.
Keruku. Let me see. How far is Grenada from Panama? Let me see.
Oh, you could probably take a boat.
Yeah?
I imagine. Oh, yeah. No, they got to be very close.
Yeah, they're about 550 miles apart.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you just got 5 ways to travel. Rome to Rio. All right, there we go.
Yeah. And you know what else is close to there? El Salvador.
Which is my next one. So this is interesting. We both had 2 countries we would really love to go to, and then 2 that I'm like, I don't know. El Salvador, I feel like we can't even open up this discussion without talking about the massive prison that they had in 2023.
Yeah, we're sending people there.
Yeah, we're sending people there. And here's the thing. Like, you go on Instagram and there's all these travel vloggers that are like, oh, come to El Salvador. It's beautiful. It's there's 100 volcanoes and like 20 are active. So like, ooh, kind of fun, and like waterfalls and surfing, and it's so safe. And they keep bringing up it's so safe. They did do in 2023 a massive sweep of people. Anybody who was a gangster gets thrown in this massive, one of the biggest prisons in the world. Now, am I saying like gangsters should be set free? No. If you kill somebody, you should go to prison, of course. But there are people sent there that were just like, you're affiliated with a gangster. There's a case of a woman. Let me see her name. Carolina Gonzalez, and of course that's a pseudonym, 17-year-old student from a rural town in Sansonet State on July 1st, 2022. Without showing her warrant, security forces accused Carolina of collaborating with gangs. She recalls they held her with adult women for 7 days at a police station where an officer tried to coerce her into identifying a gang member who she didn't even know in exchange for being released. So when you do these massive sweeps, again, am I saying gang members should be in jail, right? Murderers should be in jail, rapists should be in jail. But when you do these massive sweeps like this, there's going to be some collateral. America is also using AI to send people to jail, which like, I guess we're all going to jail. Like AI is wrong on so many accounts. It says that Ed and I are married. It's kind of a hellscape. It reminds me of the movie Brazil, where it's this great film.
Terry Gilliam,
one of my favorite directors. So it is a very like police state, and Brazil was created from real life experiences, but it's a police state, and this woman is typing up people that go to jail, and a fly falls in the typewriter, it misspells a name, and now this innocent guy is accused, and the whole movie is this innocent guy going to jail. And there's like, I remember some funny scenes, like a really tiny car on the highway he's driving, just as kind of like a showcasing he's kind of a pipsqueak.
Yeah.
And now we have those tiny cars. So it's just an interesting film. It's just really interesting. And, again, like if you kill somebody, if you rape somebody, you go to jail. But again, with these big sweeps, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Let's see. Smallest country in Central America, about the size of Massachusetts. Most densely populated place in the America with a size of 6 million people.
Oh, wow.
That's just like people and people and people. There was a really bad literacy rate. I think 40% of children in rural areas before 2023, they couldn't read. And they had to drop out of school to go find a job and support their family. And of course, what's that going to lead to is just, violence. You got to educate the kids. But now there's a lot of more educational programs there, and there's a lot of money going there. They even did send a lot of rescue aid to Venezuela that just got hit by a very massive earthquake. So that's good that they're helping out, and now they're getting a little more income, and now they're having a better education system. I guess that is good.
Can I brighter side?
Please.
El Salvador for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
They were number 1 in murder in the world.
They were, yeah.
And now they're number 50. It has dropped significantly. It is getting safer. It is getting a little better.
Right. And there's people walking around at night, especially I as a woman. I wouldn't want to walk around an unsafe area at night.
Yeah. When I did that special on the border, I met some people basically taking asylum from El Salvador. And one of the people was a man and his son. And he basically, he was doing everything he could to get his son to America, because once you reach the age of 12 in the exact town that they were from, I can't remember what town it was in El Salvador, but basically the gangs just take your kid, and they just like, you have to become a gang member.
You have
to.
So
a lot of like the murder and a lot of the people that are in prison for murder, that are in prison for selling drugs, were forced to do those things in the first place.
Yeah, it's not like you're like, oh, should I be a gangster or go to Harvard Law? You're probably forced to from a very young age. And if you're doing that shit to kids, you should be locked up in jail.
Yeah, you know who's hanging out down there?
What?
Is Cosmo's brother is hanging out, and Cena's brother-in-law is hanging out down there. He loves it down there. The places he goes to are very safe. I watch his YouTube channel. It's very impressive, and he just like meets people in the street, and he has a great time.
I love that.
And if you look at it through his eyes, it seems like the most wonderful, safest place in the world. So who even knows?
This is a very nuanced conversation, and we'd love to get your opinion on it. So please write into thebrightersidelpn@gmail.com or write in under the YouTube comment section. You can use the US dollar, so there's no need to exchange money. I would say one of my faults as a human is I feel like, what's it called when I've never flown a plane, but I just know if there's an emergency, I can land it. What's
you think
that
so?
called? Yeah. Presumptuousness?
Yeah, I think that's presumptuous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's very presumptuous.
Yeah.
I feel like it's much easier to fly than land.
I feel like I could do it.
You just gotta keep it up.
Emergency. Yeah. Just keep up the head.
No,
I can do it.
All right, so
I can do it. Let me on your plane.
Let Amber on your plane, and I won't be there. Make sure there's plenty of parachutes.
I was talking to my friend who is doing very well, and he actually owns his own private plane, and he just made it seem so simple to get one. He was like, yeah, you live in California. We have the most like private airports in the country. You can easily, this is the best place to learn how to fly. And I was like, all right, I'm doing it. Yeah. All I got to do is get on a hit TV show.
Yeah. Well, you can learn how to fly.
I would love to learn how to fly.
You could take pilot lessons.
God,
you could become a pilot.
Yeah, so then I can just fly to El Salvador. And
I don't know if it works like that either. You still have access to a plane, I
hijack a plane, I fly to El Salvador, and I go right to prison.
Man, shit's so expensive right now. I'm not even trying to travel anywhere unless it's for work. I
go on the Amtrak.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to rent a car.
That's nice.
And a flight.
Yeah.
And my parents are boomers, and they're just like, when are you going to come down again? And I'm like, do you have $1,000 to go to this small airport in Birmingham? Yeah. But I digress. It is very expensive.
Even going to Phoenix was so fucking expensive.
It was.
It's so crazy what everything is now. It's just impossible.
I'm cutting a lot of meat out of my diet. I used to eat meat quite often for the protein. Mm-hmm. I will say brighter side is I'm getting leaner and I'm feeling more energetic. Like I think I was eating too much meat, but I'll do things like soup made out of like potatoes with chickpeas.
Yeah.
And like with chicken bone broth. So there's no, you get the protein from the peas and the bone broth, but I don't need to have steak. I don't need to have sausages.
We got to get you on bugs.
Get me on them caterpillars.
Yeah, eat them bugs. That's future burgers. It's just a bunch of flies taped together.
Ugh. Yeah. I would eat a bug except for flies, and I know they're bugs, but caterpillars, I'd eat them.
Yeah.
Crickets I've eaten.
Every time you eat a caterpillar, though, it's one less butterfly.
Oh.
Yeah. And some of them are poisonous. And they'll bite the shit out of you.
Really?
Caterpillars fuck your ass up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Don't ever pick up a caterpillar.
Oh.
It'll bite you hard. Butterfly, harmless. Caterpillar, go fuck.
Because it's fighting for its life.
I guess so.
Oh, because it knows it's going to be beautiful, and it's like, don't you let me die ugly.
But they, caterpillars may be ugly, but they look delicious.
They do look like good little grubs.
Oh yeah, just think of Pumbaa.
Yeah, Simone and Pumbaa, that's what they ate.
Yeah, they love that shit.
What about like centipedes, millipedes, and centipedes? I bet they're tasty.
Yeah, I chop them up. Got to take the legs off, put them on a bun, eat them like a hot dog.
Right,
have
little
a good
tiny
time.
bun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I did them all except for flies. Unless you even if you grew the flies in a lab, I'd still say no.
Yeah.
There was one time I saw it. It was in a gas station bathroom in the middle of nowhere, and there was a fly in there, and it's one of those big fat flies, just like having a great time. And I could tell you were born in this bathroom, you're gonna die in this bathroom, and you're gonna have a great time.
That's the thing. For everyone else, that bathroom's horrible.
Yeah.
But for that fly, it's Grenada.
It's Grenada. It's like, I'm having a great time just munching on shit all day. All right, I'm going to die. That fly's like a boomer. Just born in the right generation.
Look at all this shit.
Oh, my God. All right, what you got, Eddie?
All right, so Burundi, unfortunately, makes El Salvador look like a lovely place. Burundi... I never really thought about Burundi. I've heard the name, but I never really gave it much thought. It's a landlocked, small country, and it's small in quotations marks. It's actually very big, but it looks small on the map because of the scale of Africa.
Maps are kind of weird bullshit, right?
Most of the maps that we look at all the time are just straight up incorrect.
Right.
Africa's gigantic.
Dude, if I were to go to Africa...
Greenland's not that big.
Not that big. If I were to go to Africa and buy a map in Burundi, would it have a more accurate scale of the world?
I don't know if maps are available in Burundi.
So let's get into it.
All right, so Burundi is a landlocked country in Africa. It's just south of Rwanda, east of Congo, and northwest of Tanzania. So it is basically Rwanda's its closest buddy. If you want to go to Burundi, most likely you're going to want to go into Rwanda and then get someone to take you down
flight
there.
to Rwanda, then to Burundi. And you're going to have to get vaccinated for yellow fever, malaria.
Yeah, all that stuff.
It's a lot.
No, you're going to... So that also is if you're going to go, don't go. Level 3, reconsider travel, is what it is right now. It is, and then a lot of it is level 4. I don't suggest anyone go to Burundi. There's really nothing to do there. There's really not much food, and it is dangerous. I looked at that. Rwanda's also level 3 right now.
Damn.
And at some parts of Rwanda, it's a level 4.
Everywhere
and
I want to go.
Congo's a level 4. It's so I would say if you do want to do your Rwanda trip, first off, if someone tries to tell you to go to Burundi, be like, I'm fine. But then just wait a couple of years till hopefully the world gets a little better.
Everywhere I want to go, in a couple months, it just starts collapsing. I was going to go with his wife to Nepal, and I was like, girls trip Nepal.
I mean, you were never going to go on that trip with you.
You were going to stop that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
but then, it was protests.
You're not going across the world with my wife, and I'm not going. That's not what's happening. Get your own fucking wife.
Get your own wife. I mean, girls trip Nepal. Whatever.
All right, so Burundi is 10,747 square miles. So it is way bigger than Grenada. Remember, Grenada, I was saying, is way smaller than that. That's only 133 square miles. So it's fucking way bigger. It's got 14 million people. All right. I never heard of this place, really.
That's a lot of people.
It's got a shit ton of people.
I mean, there's 6 million in El Salvador. El Salvador.
Yeah. So it's a big old country. And here's why. All right. Now,
people just be having kids.
Listen, I know this is the brighter side.
When there's nothing to do, you fuck.
I'm just going to list facts, and I'm not really shitting on Burundi, because if you want to really get into it,
shit on them. I don't care.
Is white people's fault that Africa is so bad. It is the Dutch's fault. It is King Leopold's fault. Everything that is horrible about Africa is the fault of colonization. But I digress. This is just what's happening in Burundi right now. It's averaged that women in Burundi have 6.1 children each.
Wow.
That's the average. more than double the worldwide average. The infant mortality rate is the highest in the world. It's illegal to be gay in Burundi, punishable for 2 years in prison if you're suspected of being gay. In 2017, the UN accused Burundi of being extremely dangerous. Their government was accused of human rights violations, extrajudicial killings, torture, and of course, sexual violence while under government supervision.
Holy
Can't
fuck.
trust the cops. Instead of fixing their problems, Burundi just became because Burundi could have got with the UN would have helped them turn their country around. Burundi's like, actually, go fuck yourself.
Because they don't even trust their own cops or people or,
Yeah.
Why would they trust another country?
Exactly. Well, the UN's everybody.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, but they were the first country to officially leave the UN.
Really?
They have a history of imprisoning journalists who report on the injustices perpetrated by the government. Their primary export, something just normal, is coffee and tea. So they have a lot of good coffee there. 90% of the population work on farms. So that's just what people do there. So there's 14 million people, 90% of that work on farms.
A lot of farming. Is the food fresh? Are there fresh vegetables?
No.
right.
There's a lot of illegal farming in the forests and jungles. The illegal farming is mostly, cocaine, logging and stuff that just, they're not paying taxes on.
Imagine getting some cocaine straight from Burundi. I feel like I would just be up all night.
I imagine if you got cocaine from Burundi, it would be filled with God knows what. I wouldn't trust the drugs. I wouldn't trust anything. I'm sorry that I'm being negative.
I'm trying to find a brighter side. But you're right.
Really,
You do the
honestly,
research.
The brighter side is,
Don't
we're
go.
learning about it. And, just know that it is beautiful. That is the brighter side, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
AIDS, big problem. As well as lack of education. 80% of the population lives in extreme poverty. 60% of the children suffer from chronic malnutrition. Foreign aid results in 42% of the country's income. So they got no money they're making themselves. Basically, if it wasn't for every other country, Burundi would just be even more fucked. The World Happiness Report ranked them last.
Last?
Yeah, in 2017. In recent years, they're not even on the report. Second to last in the world in infrastructure, worst in healthcare. They've had little to no advancements since the 1960s, and it got even worse after the Civil War in 2015.
Wow.
Bujumbura is the only airport with a paved runway, and only 10% of the roads in Burundi are paved. The brighter side to it all, very beautiful. Lots of natural landscapes. Lake Tanganyika is the second deepest in the world. The Ruvubu National Park, okay? Here's where we're getting in the positive and the interesting.
Okay.
So the Ruvubu National Park goes along the Ruvubu River. Now, because of how awful Burundi was in the past, there's no big predators anymore. There's no more lions. There's no more cheetahs and stuff like that.
There's no more lions and cheetahs?
Yeah, but because of that, other animals have started to thrive. And so it is, if you want to see hippos and crocs, Burundi.
Okay.
Burundi and the Ruvubu National Park is like a mecca for hippos and crocs. And if you can get on a boat tour, I don't know how safe it's going to be, but you're guaranteed going to see some shit, and it's going to be fucking awesome if you're like a crazy adventurer. If you're me, there's plenty of pictures online.
I'll watch a YouTube video. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of ways. The best ways to go there are to obviously fly into Rwanda and go see that. But here's some of the other animals that they have. Like I said, all the lions are gone and stuff like that. But they got lots of zebras, the hippos, the American buffalo, the water buck, and see these animals, the warthog. They are the aardvark, since they're not getting killed by main predators as much. They're more prevalent in Burundi. The hyena is one of the main predators there. That's still there, but they got the bush pig. There's lots of monkeys, baboons, and there's a shit ton of birds. Some of the best bird watching you're ever going to do, Burundi.
All right.
I think that's a good thing to do. There are a couple hotels You can go to the Dolce Vita Resort. That is a 4-star resort where you could take trips out into the bush and go see some shit. There's an urban lodge that seems okay. The place I would love to stay if I did it, I'm not going. If I did, Hotel Safari Gate seems like the nicest one. I would check it out. They kind of like refer to themselves as a living museum.
Interesting. It looks like there's a lot of cults in Burundi. Just thought I'd look up cult life. And there's a lot of apocalyptic cults.
I'm sure where there's no education or money, cults thrive. Yes, they do. That's it. The nicest thing is the wildlife, and there's lots of waterfalls again. But other than that, and the thing is, like, being so close to the Congo, like Congo and Rwanda are in this fight right now, and Burundi's kind of in the middle, so they're getting crossfire, stuff like that.
Why are they fighting so much?
They hate each other. It's fucking thousands of years of hating each other.
Yeah,
and the government in the Congo is pretty bad. Even though Congo, out of all three of those places, I think I'd rather go to the Congo because I want to see gorillas. And they got really cool places like Baraka and Virunga, but we're not talking about the Congo. We're talking about Burundi.
And you're not going.
I'm not going to Burundi.
I'm going to go. Theme solo.
Yeah, you're going to love it. You're going to have a great time.
I'm sure they would treat me with dignity.
Yeah.
Should we do another random country generator on this episode for next time?
You know what I was thinking about when I was doing this? Since I've been hitting the road so much and you've been hitting the road, I feel like the next time we do this, let's do American cities again. And we don't need to do that now because we're not even going to touch this till the end of summer.
Okay.
So, because we got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. There's some fun episodes coming up.
Doo-doo, pee-pee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Brighter Side of Doo-Doo. We still have never done.
We should do the Brighter Side of Doo-Doo.
We have never done that.
Wouldn't you love that, Adam?
I would love that.
I'll send you a lot of
Adam
pictures to pull up.
He loves Doo-Doo. You should see the movies he watched. They're like half Doo-Doo. But, there's been a lot of fun. Also, guys, so thank you so much for listening to Brighter Side.
Let's do it. We should deworm ourselves for the Brighter Side of Doo-Doo.
Deworm.
Apparently, we all have parasites inside of ourselves.
As we should.
As you should.
Bacteria helps, clean out the gut.
And then you have like turmeric milk or something.
I take turmeric every morning.
So you don't have any parasites.
I'm good. I kill them.
I'm filled with them.
I bet you are. But yeah, thank you for listening to The Brighter Side. If you're just listening to us and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube page, please go in there. Julie's been working really hard on it. We're going to start putting some fun YouTube only shorts out and stuff like that. I love everything she's doing over there. So go check us out. That's youtube.com /@TheBrighterSideLPN. Please give that a follow. Instagram, Amber Smelson, Eddie Tunes, It Could Be Words, The Brighter Side LPN. Email us. Amber and I are doing a stories episode soon, so I'd love to hear from y'all and get some, if you need some advice, if you've been to Burundi and you think I'm talking out my goddamn ass, please let me know. Email us at thebrightersideLPN@gmail.com. Shows, I got them. Amber's got them. Every Friday, Slambers Comedy Bash at the Clubhouse here in Los Angeles. It's a free show. Go, have fun, enjoy it. Amber's trying out new shit every week. We're having all of our cool friends, all these great comedians. Honestly, it's one of the best comedy shows in town.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you have access, through your history, you have access to all the best comedians in town.
I think it's a great show. It's short. It starts right at 7. Mm-hmm. So I've been starting to put 6:30 on the flyers. Because there's a
People
door
show
code.
Up late. Yeah.
They show up late, and there's like a door code to get in because it's a dangerous part of town. But it's a short show. It's all free. It's great comics.
It's not dangerous. I mean, there's vagrants, but I wouldn't call it dangerous.
No, especially after we're talking about some of these countries.
Yeah.
I am told
there's people we don't want coming inside, and that's why there's a door code.
There's a door code, and when I come and I open up, I was told to sweep and make sure there's no one sleeping in there.
Oh, good! So can't wait for Friday.
Oh, I got to give you the keys.
Oh, I didn't realize there were keys.
Because there's a lock where the microphone is.
Oh, please, thank you. And if not, I'm going to see you right before I do the show anyway. Right now. Well, let me finish the plugs, and then you can give me the keys in a second. So I'm hitting the road. Go to eddytunes.com to see where I'm going to be. If you were listening to this tonight, I'm in Bethlehem. You're probably missed it already, I'm sorry, but I've been talking about it for weeks. Fucking pay attention. Tomorrow, Saturday on the 11th, on the 12th, the Sunday, I'm going to be in Newark at the Newark Culture Club with Casey James Salango and Julie. That's going to be a lot of fun. Going to have a lot of family there. I only got like 10 tickets left for that, so make sure you jump in there. And then on Monday, on July 13th, I'm going to be at City Winery with a whole bunch of cool people. I got some of our old friends from Roundtable coming in to do some surprise drop-in sets. But I'm co-headlining that with Kirsten Michelle Sills, who is fucking awesome. You'd love her. And then I got all kinds of other shows. I'm going to be in Plano, Texas, which is basically Dallas. That's going to be on July 19th. And then I'm here at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles on July 26th. It's Ed Larson and Friends, hosted by Henry Zabrowski. I'm making him host it. That fucking idiot. He just says yes. I don't even know if I'm going to pay him. Fuck him. And then I'm going to be in Chicago on July 31st. I'm also going to be there on August 1st, but that's sold out. So go see the show on July 31st. It's 10 p.m. It's a little late. Going to have some fun. We're going to get dirty. Then Dead Men Tell Some Tales. That's going to be on August 16th. And that's going to be out here at Dynasty Typewriter with my good buddy Disney Dan Becker. And that's going to be great because that's also going to be D23 weekend. D23 weekend is like the Disney like super fan weekend. So I wanted to do like an anti-Disney event for everyone who's going that's like mad at the establishment. So you come see us to find out who fucking died down in Disney. And I got all kinds of other shows coming up. I'm going to DC, San Francisco, Denver, Milwaukee, Rochester. I'm going back to Rochester already. And I got a couple other shows coming down the pipe. Nashville. So go to eddytunes.com to get tickets for those. And if you want to mail us, sticker giveaways still happening. Go to Brighter Side. Send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to The Brighter Side, care of LPN, P.O. Box 470, North Hollywood, California, 91603. And how's your Patreon?
Amber Smelson, $1. You get to listen to all of my stand-up. And we're going to go on break soon. And I thought I'd revamp my cooking show.
Fuck yeah.
I used to do my cooking show and I'd put it on Instagram and collect tips and stuff from people during lockdowns.
All the old episodes are still on your YouTube. They're fucking hilarious.
I get a little like, ugh, because I was kind of like Miss Rachel for adults. Like if you think about that time.
You're hilarious in them. Don't give yourself... You got to work on your promotion, Amber.
No.
You just sit there and like, listen, I have this thing and I don't like it. You know, like it's like
it's just corny is all it is. But, you know.
It's very funny and it has really intense jokes in it. She's wrong.
No, don't listen. Don't subscribe to my Patreon. That's going to be on the $5 tier. So I'm going to start doing that on our break.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget, HGX2 Season 2 is all out there, complete. Go binge it. It's amazing. People fucking love it. I played the first episode before Henry and I's show in London, Ontario. And it was nice to like hear an audience watch it. And it was fucking getting big old fat laughs the whole time. So go watch all that shit. I'm so proud of that show. I love it. We worked so hard on it. Please go watch it just so we can go
No,
make
don't
more.
Go watch it.
You see? Listen.
No, don't. Don't do it.
This has been The Brighter Side. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
I clicked on another country. I clicked Estonia. Ooh.